You want to make it as easy as possible for people to find you. And if you have the same username, it's going to be easy for them to jump from one platform to another if they're trying to really get to know if you are a fit for them. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is that after this video is show you guys how you can use social media to market your services, whether you're a freelancer or a business owner. Now if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I have been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run 2XU Executive Services, where we provide amazing assistance for creative entrepreneurs. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home, so make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, this video is actually a shorter version of a training that I do for a lot of my students, and you guys can actually watch the first time I've done this training right here. And that is actually where I first was talking about how to set up your social media profile. It's been almost a year since I made that video, and as I'm talking about all the different niches that you can get into, I now want to focus to the point of you wanting to target or have your niche even reach out to you, or your target market reach out to you. Now, we're going to be talking two sides here. First, we're going to talk about profiles, and then we're going to be talking about content. So make sure to watch until the end of this video to be able to get the full gist of how you're going to be able to attract clients organically with social media without having to do a lot of the work. Now, if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to comment those ideas below. And of course, I'll be happy to make a future video about them. Now, one of the first things that you have to really remember when it comes to building your brand online or taking charge of your social media is right now you have a brand, whether you like it or not. I've said this before in so many of my other videos, but it is true. If you're someone who posts a lot about your dogs, you are known as that dog person. If you're someone who posts a lot about your air fryer, you are known as that someone who owns an air fryer. So that is a big thing that you have to keep in mind, is right now, whether or not you post, whether or not you have a social media, you are already known in a person's mind as that brand. And as you venture into working online or having your business online, you have to take charge of the branding of the story or narrative that is already out there. So then it's going to be easier for people to refer you, to recommend you, to tell their friends about you basically. And of course, it's an opportunity for you to build your online portfolio as well. Now, one of the first things that you have to do when you're building up your profile is have a good photo. Now, I cannot stress this enough. A good photo is literally the window to your profile. It's one of the first things that people will see when they look you up. A lot of the times, Google will even grab the photos that you have in your different social media to use when people are searching about you. That's why your profile photo is so essential and so important when you're setting up your branding online. Now, a few tips on your photo. Make sure that it is the waist up. It is a photo that someone took of you, or something that, for me at least, I just take on a camera stand, just put it on timer. It needs to look at least semi-professional at the very least, you know, nothing with just sleeveless, or has the very least really good lighting. And make sure to just take a couple so you have different choices when it comes to picking your profile photo. The next thing that you need to prepare for your social media branding to target your niche is now what I call just a short bio. Now, this is applicable for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Actually, most social media will have a space where you can put your own bio. Facebook has a limit though at 101 characters, so you might want to experiment throughout the different platforms how you want to say it. But basically, the template that I recommend is I help niche. That's why it's important that you found your niche. I help niche through skills to have result, or it could be have result without the problem. So there's different ways that we can structure this. So for example, for me, I help creative entrepreneurs hire and manage an executive assistant. So that is the skill that I'm bringing in, is I hire and manage an executive assistant so they can take a day off. So that is the result that I'm trying to give for our clients. Or another way that I say it is I specialize in helping creative entrepreneurs be able to build the life that they want by hiring and managing their executive assistant, who becomes their second brain. Now, that's a little bit longer, but it shows people what it is that I bring to the table, why I am the expert who I specialize working with, and makes it easier for them to judge, okay, I want to work with this person rather than booking a call with me. And turns out I wasn't who they were looking for. So that is why having a bio is super handy when it comes to attracting clients in your niche, because then it's going to be easy for the both of you to actually figure out if you guys can work together. Next tip that I have for you when it comes to setting up your social media is to have the same username for all of the platforms. So whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, make sure that you're using the same username. And the reason for this is you want to make it as easy as possible for people to find you. And if you have the same username, it's going to be easy for them to jump from one platform to another if they're trying to really get to know if you are a fit for them or if you have what it is that they're looking for. You guys will notice that for my Facebook, for my Instagram, for my LinkedIn, and even for my TikTok, I have the same username for all of them. The only place that differs is just my YouTube channel, because it's a long story, but basically I wasn't able to claim my own name anymore, so I added VA as in virtual ate at the end. And because of this, because I have this all set up, it's easier for people who either want to work with me or work for me to be able to see what it is that I do beyond the other platforms that they usually see me in. Next is you want to make sure that you have a good cover photo. Now, you guys usually will use a cover photo for Facebook and LinkedIn, but basically you need a good photo that shows what it is that you do or shows off what it is that you've done. So for example, for me as a public speaker, a really powerful cover photo that I could have is me speaking on stage. If you are a graphic artist or if you are someone who offers visual services, having that as your cover photo to show off a little bit of your portfolio is the best. You can even use your cover photo to literally put in your information of what it is that you do. So for example, for me on my LinkedIn banner, I have there the 3 principles that I have within our company, which is we help entrepreneurs work on the right tasks, create bulletproof systems so it's repeatable, and then having a loyal executive assistant. So those are the 3 steps that we help people out, and that is very evident in the LinkedIn banner that I have. So try to already think about, like, if someone was looking you up, what would your cover photo say that would lead them to hitting that message button or connect button on LinkedIn to be able to further the relationship with you a little bit more, especially if you are the person that they're looking for. Other tips is keeping in mind that if you are going to put in on your Facebook the places that you work, that you actually tag the page. Same thing for LinkedIn. That way it's going to be easier for potential employers to contact past jobs you've had to ask about you. Next is on LinkedIn, make sure that you utilize the skills area and also the recommendations area to make it easier for people, again, to get to know you. The skills that you put in the skills portion on your LinkedIn is actually searchable. So if you utilize that area, if you put all the skills that you know, you are going to be found by people who are looking for that particular skill. And the fun thing about this is you can apply this on your onlinejobs.ph or your Upwork when it comes to building your profile. Now, once you have your social media set up, whether you've chosen Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, Pinterest, any of the social media to market your services, then you want to start focusing on the type of content that you do want to create. Now, if you're someone who is more a written, you want to focus on platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Medium, so you can post your articles, your thoughts. You can post long captions if you wanted to get more traction. If you are more on video, you're a video editor, or you're someone who likes to produce videos, then of course YouTube, Facebook, and actually TikTok are different places where you can post your work. If you're more of a visual, more graphics, of course there's Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And of course, if you're really more audio, there's of course different podcasts or Spotify to show your work. Now, you might be wondering, what content do I then post to be able to get those clients? The first thing that I recommend is ask yourself, what are you an expert in? What are the types of things that you've developed in the last couple of months or years that you are an expert in? So for example, for me, it's outsourcing. I've become a bridge between people who want to get hired and those who want to hire people. 2 is you want to think about what are the things that you're currently learning. So you're documenting processes or things that you're learning. You're sharing things, your favorite things from a book maybe. So you're showing, again, a little bit of your expertise because you're learning this skill. 3 is you want to post any wins that you have, any screenshots of your clients' praising you, any outputs that you've created, or majorly any awards you have gotten. The reason why you want to do this is just because you posted once that you are a graphic artist doesn't mean that everyone in your friends list have seen it. You know, I could be seeing something totally different on my Facebook feed versus one of my best friends who lives in the same area as me scrolling through her Facebook. So you have to really keep that in mind. Post often, post consistently about what it is that you do so other people are aware of it. And of course, fourth thing that you can post is something that you find fun, something that you do to relax, something that you just appreciate or have gratitude with about the world, because then you're showing more of yourself through your social media to potential employers or people who want to work with you. And of course, fifth thing is you can post a lot of behind the scenes. You know, I've seen so many people create a time lapse of what it is that they do. I sometimes record myself recording a YouTube video, which I can then post on my Instagram. So basically, I just encourage that you talk a lot about what you do, that you talk through your process. That way, people know what it is that you do. Again, they can bring in those recommendations, their referrals, and people can talk about you. Now, hopefully you guys have gotten a lot from this video on how to use social media to market your services. I have gotten so many referrals myself on social media, both for when I was still freelancing and right now even as someone who has their own agency. Try to comment below any of your social media links and I would love to be able to see and look at your profile. Now, as for our featured comment for this video, we have a comment from Helen on my 10 plus ways to get hired fast. She says, "Hi, new subscriber here. I saw you on FH Mom's webinar. I was so amazed by you. I will be watching all your videos now." Thank you so much, Helen. It really does brighten my day whenever I see a new person subscribing to my channel. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. And of course, you guys can check out more videos on how to work from home right here and more videos on how to start your own business right here and the newest video right here. Now, I hope you guys have an awesome day and remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!